It all began with something so ordinary, yet it changed everything. Adrian was never the kind of a man to believe in destiny. He believed in effort, in choices, in logic. But the day he saw Emily in the university library, all his beliefs trembled. She dropped a book, and when they both bent down to pick it up, their hands brushed. Emily laughed softly, a little embarrassed. Guess we both wanted the same book, she said. Adrian looked at her, really looked at her, and the time seemed to stop. Or maybe, he replied with a faint smile. Fate just wanted me to notice you. Emily's cheeks flushed. She didn't know why her heart skipped that moment, but something inside her stirred. Something warm, something dangerous. From that day, their path kept crossing. A smile across the hallway, a nod in the cafeteria. Eyes that lingered a second too long. It was nothing, and yet it was everything. But fate has a cruel sense of humor. Emily's best friend, Sophia, had carried a quiet love for Adrian for months. She had never said it aloud, not even to Emily. She thought one day he might notice her. She thought it might be her hands his fingers brushed against. That day in the library, when she saw the spark between them, Sophia smiled. But behind her smile was a pain only she could feel. And in the shadow stood Ethan. Ethan, who had loved Emily for as long as he could remember. Unlike Adrian, calm, charm, Ethan's love was raw, desperate, and consuming. And when he saw the way Adrian looked at her, with the kind of gaze a man saves only for one woman, Ethan's heart turned heavy. Desire, he realized, could twist even the purest heart. As weeks turned into months, Adrian and Emily bond grew. At first, it was small things, sharing notes, helping each other in class, smiling when no one else noticed. But soon the moment became longer. Late night conversations that stretched until dawn, laughter in the crowded places where only they could hear each other, walks in the evening when their hand brushed and neither pulled away. One evening, as the sun sank into the horizon, Adrian leaned closer to tuck a loose strand of hair behind Emily's ear. Their eyes locked, and in that pause, a thousands of unspoken words passed between them. Emily's heart whispered, I'm his. Adrian's soul whispered, she's mine. But their love was a secret flame, burning, beautiful, and dangerous. Because secrets never stay hidden for long. Sophia saw it all. The way Emily's eyes glowed when Adrian's name was mentioned. The way Adrian's entire face softened when Emily walked into the room. And Sophia's heart began to fracture. At night, she whispered into her pillow, he was supposed to notice me, not her. Adrian saw it too. But unlike Sophia, his heartbreak turned to fury. Sitting alone in his car, watching Emily and Adrian laugh together, he gripped tightened around the steering wheel. If I can't have her, he muttered bitterly, then no one will. And then the storm arrived. It was a night heavy with rain. The courtyard filled with whispers as Ethan, unable to contain his jealousy, no longer stepped forward and shouted, exposing Adrian and Emily's secret. You think you can hide forever? She's been sneaking around with him all along. Gas filled the air. Emily froze, her eyes wide with shock and betrayal. Adrian's jaw tightened, and in one swift motion he stepped in front of her, shielding her from the world. Emily's mine, Adrian said firmly, his voice steady despite the chaos. And no amount of your jealousy will change that. But the damage was already done. Whispers spread like wildfire. Trust crumbled. Emily's tears fell like rain, her heart breaking under the weight of judgment. Adrian's anger burned, but beneath it was fear, fear of losing her. Sophia stood in the corner, silent, her world collapsing. She had lost him, and she knew it. Her love, her friendship, her heart, all tangled in pain. Ethan, satisfied yet empty, didn't realize what he had truly destroyed. Days passed like lifetime. Emily's withdrew, afraid broken. Adrian tried to hold on, but the world had turned against them. Every step closer meant more pain, more whispers, more battles. Finally, they met on a lonely hilltop at sunset. The sky glowed with shades of fire, as if the heavens themselves mourned their love. Emily's voice trembled as she spoke. We laughed too hard, too fast, and the world won't let us keep it. Tears filled Adrian's eyes, but he was forced to smile. He stepped closer, his voice breaking. Even if we can't be together, you'll always be my forever. They held their hands one last time, trembling, lingering, and then they let go. Emily turned and walked away, her silhouette fading into horizon, leaving Adrian standing alone, his heart echoing with every step she took away from him. Miles away, Sophia sat by her window, finally whispering goodbye to a love that had never been hers. And Ethan sat alone in his apartment, staring at Emily's picture, haunted by the price of his own envy. And so the story ended, not in triumph, not in togetherness, not in truth, because love always has a price. Desire always demands its dues, and even in heartbreak, even in loss, love leaves behind a flame that never truly dies. This was the price of desire.